2 years ago, on 20th of November, I received an email from Austria which was telling me that next semester I was going to study as an exchange student at the University of Salzburg. Probably when you heard the name of a city, you imagined in your minds the majestic views of Alps, Austrian schnitzel and very famous movie The Sound of Music. Well, I was thinking the same for the first couple of weeks until I started experiencing anxiety and frustration. I remember my first day in Austria. I was very excited and looking forward to new adventures. Unfortunately, the very first adventure was losing my bag with documents and money in it and discovering my loss on the way to Salzburg. It took me almost 2 hours to find my bag and it cost me 100 euros. Actually, it was my first experiencing living independently abroad in a different culture, studying in a very opposite educational environment that was the main reason of my stress, with the people who were not eager at all to be friends with me. I had a language barrier as well. I knew only few words in German. I remember a very funny situation when I was fined by bus control because I used the ticket incorrectly. Every single day was frustrating for me. I was counting the days to return home. You might have a question: what happened to me? What was the reason of my stress? I was a victim of culture shock. Culture shock is defined as the feeling of uncertainty, confusion or anxiety that people experience while visiting, doing business in or living in a society that is different from their own. In other words, I was a victim of transition to another type of life. Imagine yourselves walking in the foggy place and feeling that you are not living your life. In addition to it, time by time you have the feeling of misunderstanding, loneliness, and finally you are blaming yourselves for your failures. Have you ever felt the same? Have you ever felt like you were fish out of water? I'm sure you have. There is no need to live or study abroad to experience such a thing because it happens everywhere, even in your society. And it's all about belonging or not belonging to the particular group. Belongingness is the human emotional need to be an accepted member of a group. It's a strong feeling that exists in human nature. Even the most introverted people that I know tend to belong in some way or another. The need to belong is the need to give or receive attention to and from others. It's not just about people, but also social groups, environments, places and more. In case when you are not having that feeling, it means that you don't fit with the people and places that surround you. It's hard. It causes emotional stress. It hurts a lot. Trust me, I know it. But there is always hope, and it comes with the magic of believing in yourself. One of the most effective ways to overcome this feeling is to try and be open-minded. Treat everything new as a chance to gain knowledge. Not only does this make it easier to deal with, but you may also find certain things that you may like. Do not compare yourself to others. Embrace your personality, uniqueness. Turn the shock into the learning experience and even treat it as an adventure, because honestly, that's what it is. And finally, if we are growing, we are always going to be out of our comfort zone. Challenge yourself every day. Start with the small things that make you feel uncomfortable. Do not overthink, just do it. Step out of your comfort zone and grow.